فندم.
Peace of Allah be upon you, dear listeners, colleagues, students. I hope we'll enjoy this session together, inshallah. We are going to discuss Unit 12 for third year secondary. It's the last unit in Hello. I hope you will enjoy it, inshallah. It's entitled Myth and Fables, something unbelievable. You can never believe it, but it's well known. New vocabulary first. I'm going to read the sentence and I'll focus on the new word before giving you the translation on the screen. I can see the relevance, look, relevance of his comment to the debate, relevance. Many adults can relate to children. He later related the whole story to me. Relate to means narrate or to be concerned. How can we justify spending so much money on arms, on weapons? Nothing justifies murdering or killing another human being as we witness nowadays. Justify, validate, give reasons. We must arm the people against the lowering of our morals. Morals are decaying. Alas, what a pity. Morals. I'm just going to stretch out. I'm tired enough, so I need to stretch out my arms, legs, and so on. On the couch for 10 minutes. Couch. Sofa. 2 extra people are coming for dinner. Will the food stretch out? Will be remains? Will be something to eat? Stretch out. She likes to boast about the cleverness of her children. Boast about. Let me demonstrate to you some of the difficulties we are facing. Demonstrate means exhibit, show. Got it? 2 candidates had withdrawn from the contest. The contest means competition. He's applied mean not he is, he has. He has applied for an extension of his visa. Extension of her, for women, sure. Extension. We are making slow but steady. Be steady, my listeners. Steady progress. Steady means stable. I was late and he was furious with me. Very angry with me. So angry. Furious. Frantic. Their dog is an absolute monster. Oh, it's going to kill me. Monster. Mammoth. Their dog is an absolute monster. The princess was rescued by a handsome gentleman. Knight, look, knight, and knight without K. At knight, but knight with K, so it's cavalier. Knight. The Middle Ages knights were known for chivalry, nobility. Efforts to preserve the peace have failed. Preserve, look, preserve, and persevere. They look similar. Efforts to preserve, to keep the peace have failed. Sorry. Preserve. But here, persevere means endure. If we persevere, we cannot but succeed. Success is coming, inshallah. Love is something eternal. It has no end. Eternal. Not the materialistic love. The aspect may change, but not the essence. It's a proverb. Eternal, everlasting. She asked me to pass on her good wishes pass on to someone, to all her friends and colleagues. Pass on, convey. The company had received complaints both verbally, orally, and in writing. Verbally, orally, vocally. Outdated ideas should be rooted out. Outdated, something obsolete, something so ancient, archaic. She got the job by virtue of. By virtue of means thanks to her greater experience. Lazy students like tortoises. Move at slow pace. Women make up 40% of workforce. Women make up 40% of workforce. Let's kiss and makeup, different meaning for makeup. The teacher asked the student to make up short dialogue to invent by themselves. Makeup. Makeup. Don't exaggerate. Don't exaggerate. It wasn't that expensive. Don't be over. Exaggerate. A historical perspective. Perspective may help us understand or to understand the issue or issue. Perspective, perception. He slammed the door in a fit of anger, so angry. Do you advocate, do you fight for banning cars in the city center? He advocates, he supports the return of capital punishment, execution. Advocate, fight for. Are you a peacemaker? A peacemaker and try to end the conflict instead of starting it? He who makes himself a dove, like a pigeon, but dove is used for people who are peacemakers, is eaten by the hook. Peacemaker, dove. Stella, can you remember Stella and Pip in Great Expectations? Stella was said to be proud and arrogant. So proud of herself. The two sides called a truce, to avoid further bloodshed. Truce, ceasefire. Multilateral nuclear test ban, treaty was to be signed. Treaty, agreement, accord. Peace treaties must be respected. Treaties, accord, or agreements. Let's have some exercises based on vocabulary. As I told you before, guess before seeing the four options. Myth, and legends, unbelievable things, stories, help us understand of people from the past. Understand what? The perspective, persecution, section, tyranny. Sure, it's perspective. Got it. Viewpoint. Are stories that can be believed, but people like them. Cannot be believed, but people like them. What kind of stories are they? Occasions, myth, fiction, accounts. I guess that you think of both myth and fiction, and they are equal, but there is a trick. Are. The clue is here. Are. So you can say fiction are, fiction is. So the answer is myth. The story that teaches us a moral, and often has animals. The clue is here. Animals is called factor, fable, myth, reality. It's either fable or myth. So it's fable, not myth. Excellent. The relation between smoking and some deadly diseases is with what kind of relation? Is controlled, weak, power, relevant. There is a relation. Oh, relevant. We shouldn't how rich our fathers are. We should be proud of what we've achieved. To be proud of what you have achieved. We shouldn't boast, boost, pout, prune. So it's, yes, boast about, boast. The Olympic Games are as sports what all countries dream of organizing them. Olympic Games are sports, fable, event, incident, myth. Oh, it's an event, right, my dear students. Some people are good at making stories. They should work as writers. Making what? Making up, in, on, out. Make up, sure, you make up. You invent. Some wealthy people are what? And don't boast about their fortune. They are good people. So they are proud, humble, arrogant, vain. The answer is so clear, my dear. They are humble. They are not proud of themselves before others. Some old songs have passed from one generation to the next. We listen to them from our grandparents. Passed, out, at, onto, down. Passed down from. The knight's horse was very, even though it was walking on a stony path. Stony path. Knight's horse was very, it's a good horse. Steady, tired, exhausted, boring. We've got three similar ones, so it's steady. It doesn't fall down. The police didn't find any to help them to know the killer. Any what? Any clue, not glue, evaluation, value, any evidence, any proof. There are soldiers who are honest. Soldiers are honest and fair and help the weak people, I mean. So they are knights or knights, the same pronunciation, different spelling. Idle, knives, so they are knights, cavaliers. The prince was known for he was brave, humble, unpolite, especially to women. Shiver, chorus, chimney, chivalry, nobility. The criminal killed the victim as he was in a fit of this is an expression, in a fit of sorrow, joy, happiness, fit, and there is a victim, so fit of anger, so angry. When my father knew that I didn't succeed, he was with me. Happy? No. Delighted? Pleased? Cheerful? No. Furious, so angry. My favorite team was, last week the players were lazy, so was, earned, won, defeated, hit. It's defeated means beaten. We don't say our team was won, but you can say our team won the game. All of us hope to be what? In life. But the truth is, we all will die. Eternal, artificial, humble, weak, so eternal. Charities ask people to do what? For them to help the poor and needy. Charities ask people to supply, provide, donate, discover. It's donate, to give money and help. My sister classmates were of her when she came first in the final exams. Some students do this. They envy. The clue is here. They envy her. They hate her. So it's jealous, happy, hatred, relevant. No, it's jealous. They are jealous of her. They don't like her success. Students should try to achieve their goals as if they walk at steady what? Place, space, pace, peace. Oh, it's pace. Show me your pace. The way you walk. The issue of education development to all categories of the society, not the Ministry of Education only. Development affects, appears, relates, reflects. Sure, excellent, my dear student. Relates to. The young man was driving too fast and ended up his life. He died. Playing, killing, no. Paying, putting. It's paying his life. He paid his life. Salah ad-Din is such a person, and he has never forgotten his roots. He was a great warrior, Salah ad-Din, the true Salah ad-Din. Proud, humble, arrogant, vain. When you don't forget your roots, your background, so you are humble, a good person. It's still easy for us to the messages in all fables. To narrate means donate, create, stimulate, or relate. It's relate, narrate. Let's go to section grammar, direct and report speech. Enjoy the moment. When you change from direct into report speech, for example, I said to her, I like your mother. This is direct. You can say, I told her that, or without that, I liked her mother. Because when I repeat the sentence, it's direct. I said to her, I like her mother. But when you report the second day, for example, you say, you change the subject, you change the object, you change the sentence like tenses and adverbs, as we will see. You have taken and studied this in the preparatory school. I'll give you a quick reminder. You change from direct into report speech or indirect speech. I becomes he or she. It depends on the context. Me, him, her, we, they. I just remind you to save time and effort for you, sure. Change of adverbs. This, that, these, though, and so on, as we'll see in sentence and practice soon. Next week, the week after, the following week, last month, and so on. You can read it carefully before turning over. Changes of tenses. You change present into past. Simple, simple. Continuous, continuous. Perfect, perfect. For example, Dina said to him, direct, I love your family. Becomes, in report speech, past simple. After being present simple. Dina said that or told him that she loved his mother. You have to read it carefully after ending the session. Nancy said, I am cooking pasta or pasta. Nancy said that she was cooking pasta. Sally said, I have done. Present perfect becomes past perfect. Sally said that or told me that she had done her duties. Ahmed said, I have been traveling. Present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Ahmed said that he had been traveling. Simple past or past simple. Murad said, I slept early yesterday becomes in reported speech. Murad said that or told me that he had slept early the previous day or the day before. Past continuous becomes past perfect continuous or it remains past continuous. So it doesn't appear in exams. Just read it. I was cleaning my room. Munir said that or told me that he had been cleaning his room or stay as it is. Malak said, I had phoned. Past perfect remains the same. No change, no change. Malak said that she had phoned. Past perfect continuous, no change. Change of modal verbs. Will, would, may becomes might, can, could, shall, should, has to, have to, must becomes had to. Let's have some practice. The child said, we are lost. This is direct. It becomes in report speech. The child, look at the yellow colors. It will help you, sure. We can add that or omit that. You can say, the child said that or told me that. I said without that. The child said they were lost. So present simple becomes past simple. I don't like this book, said Sarah. We can say said Sarah or Sarah said, but we don't say said he. You say he said. Take care. Sarah said she didn't like that book, this, that. I am studying present continuous now. She stated that, told me that she was studying then. Now becomes then. I can't remember your name. He couldn't remember my name. It depends on your listener, who, and so on. Ahmed said to us, your exam will be next week. Mr. Ahmed said our exam would be the following week or the week after. Ahmed told her or said to her, I will see you the day after tomorrow. Ahmed told her he would see her in 2 days' time, the day after tomorrow in 2 days' time. Adel said to us, you should arrive early. Adel recommended that we should arrive. You can say, we arrive. Yes, it can be used. We arrive and omit should with the recommended, suggested, and insisted. Don't forget, remember this. Recommended that we should or without should. We should arrive or we arrive. I saw you leave, said Ali. Or Ali said. Ali said that he had seen me leave because he's talking to me. She said to me, don't wait to apply. She recommended that I should or without should. I not wait. Is it right? Yes, it's right, because we omitted shouldn't wait. Call me when you get home. Mom said we should call her when we get home. So we don't change get, because we said call me, should call me in present. Sit down. She ordered me to sit down. Don't worry. She told me not to worry. We say not to. Not to. Don't say to not. Plan ahead. My father advised me to plan. To plan. With negative don't becomes not to. I said to her, where will you stay tomorrow? I wanted to know where she would stay the following day. Who did you see? Question. She asked. She asked me who I had seen. Look, we change the word order. We don't say she asked me who had I seen, because it's not question any longer. It's a statement. It's full stop. Remember, punctuation marks. Where have you gone? We can put it in mind where they have gone and change it. Ziad wondered where they had gone. What time does the train leave? We can forget about does and say what time the train leaves. So he asked me what time the train left. He asked her, have you seen my glasses? He wondered if or whether she had seen his glasses. But when you use whether, it's better to say whether or not. Could you write that down? Could you write that down for me? He asked. She asked me to write it down for her. Is supper ready? He wanted to know whether supper was ready or not. Remember, whether or were not. Will you be at the party? She asked me whether or not I would be at the party. Did you turn off the coffee pot? I asked Jaida if she had turned off the coffee pot. Let's end with some choices based on direct and report speech. Take care before you answer. He said that he, think before, his friend the following day. Sure, it's report speech. And it begins with said. So it must be in the past. Will, would. So it's either would visit or visited. But we have following day, future, so we visit. Ali, his son, he had bought a car the day before it happened. Wondered his son, it can't be. Wondered can never be followed by object, his son. Said his son, said to his son. Suggested his son, no. Told, right, told his son. Ola told me that she told me, finished. Visitant the following day, so it's either would or had. Had visit, no, but it's would. The teacher told his students that the Nile, it's fact. When you see facts, you don't change the tense. Even you said told. So the Nile runs, present fact. He wouldn't be able to sleep until he had finished the homework. He wouldn't be able to sleep. He asked, he wondered, he wanted to know. No, he said. Aya said she to have dinner then. Then the origin of it is now. So Aya said she wanted, really, wanted, because we changed now to then. She had waited for more than an hour for the appointment, had waited. She asked that, wondered that, complained. It's complained. Complained. Excellent. They promised that they promised. Phone, would phone, will phone, phoned us as soon as they arrived. Past attracts past. So it's either phoned or would phone, but it's promise. When you promise, you say I will and becomes I would. He admitted that finished. Admission, confessed. Arrives, has arrived, had arrived, will arrive. Late the night before, past. So it's had arrived. had arrived. He asked me if I knew his sister is, has been, had been, will. He asked me if I knew. So it's past had been. He denied. After verb deny, you should use yes, I can hear you answer. Denied ing, being at the scene of the crime. She said, take care, it's direct, not reported as we discussed the previous ones. She said, I didn't see, I won't see, I wasn't seen, I hadn't seen anyone until I have finished. So you are talking about future and it's direct speech, no change in tense, so it won future simple. She said, I won't see, because future attracts present. Take care. I'll read it again. She said, direct and quotation marks, she said, I won't see anyone until I have finished, or until I finish. Ahmed asked me, let's go back to report speech once again. Ahmed asked me, I had gone the day before. Why? I had where, what, when, where I had gone. Where did he go? Do you know? It's direct. Do you know where Ahmed went? Where did Ahmed go? Where Ahmed had gone? Where had Ahmed gone? First of all, it's question mark. But in English, we don't have concentrate. In English, we don't have double question. You don't say, could you tell me what's your name? You say, could you tell me what your name is? Although it's much lovely, could you tell me what's your name? It looks nice, but it's wrong. The same. Do you know? This is question order. Do you know where? So we have to forget about question order here and this. So, do you know where Ahmed went? Where Ahmed had gone? Do you know? Yesterday. So, had gone. Excellent, my dear students, because we have got Ahmed went. Like, where did Ahmed go yesterday? So it's better to use where Ahmed went. Do you know where Ahmed went? The original, where did Ahmed go? Where did Ahmed go? And it's direct, so we don't change here, so we keep past simple. Got it? He asked me where I then. It was now. He asked me where are you staying now? So it becomes where I was staying then. Can you kindly tell me where? The same like the previous one. Can you kindly tell me? There is no double question. So forget about is. Where being, it doesn't make sense. So can you kindly tell me where the manager is? Where is the manager? So it's better to say where the manager is, not where was the manager, because I'm asking about the manager now. Can you tell me now where it was? Where is the manager? Where the manager is. No double question, like no double negative. We don't say, I don't love no one. I don't love anybody, not me. She asked him which, what, whether, who he was going out or not. The clue here or not, sure, it's whether, if. She asked me carrying, no, to carry, carried. So ask me means order me, so it's to carry. Will you tell me what? The same as I told you before, like number 16, take care, no double question. Will you tell me what is your name? Wrong. What your name is, what was your name? What your name without is, so it's what your name is. Nancy said just now, take care of this form. When you see just now, you don't change the sentence tense. Nancy said just now that she hungry, so it's is. Mister said past, no, just now, no change in tense, so it remains present simple. She is hungry. The original one is Nancy said I am hungry. Nahla promised that she would help me to revise she would help me, past, if I wanted, if I had wanted. So the direct one, Nahla said, I will help you revise if you want. So if you wanted, or if I wanted, right. He said that his uncle have sold, uncle doesn't take have. Has sold is selling our products for many years. For, the clue is here, for and since. Can you remember for and since? So it was has sold, so it become had sold. I told him that we aren't interviewing any more people that day. We aren't now. So it becomes today, not change. He said he would be home the morning. He will. So it become next, right? The biologist said, it's direct again, said these fish swim upstream. It's a fact. So the biologist said the fish or these fish swim, swam, or swim. So no change because it's fact, swim. The teacher told us that the earth, it's fact, the earth doesn't take much time. So orbits, rotates. The teacher suggested that, look at this form, suggested that, as I told you before, suggested, recommended, insisted, suggested that, recommended that, insisted that must be followed by either we should do or we do without should. And we can say without that. So the clear answer is we do. Mother said, direct again. Mother said, you will be tired the next day, tomorrow, the following day, the next day. It's tomorrow because it's direct. In the reported, we say next day, following day, the next day, and so on. He asked me what, who, whether. Look at this spelling. Whether, it's whether. The weather is fine today. If I knew that he had been ill. It's if. Mahmoud asked Jana whether they. Mahmoud asked Jana whether they went, had gone, goes, could go to the museum the next day. Can we go? So it's could go. Do you have a pencil? I asked him if he has had a pencil. Yes, it's had. Has becomes had. In report speech. She asked me which subjects I am studying. Was I studying? No question order. Am I studying? No question order. I was studying the following year. So it becomes I was studying. Right. The inspector asked him whether he always caught, catches, had caught such an early train. So it's caught. Present becomes past. He asked me when, would, no question order. The next exam will the next exam would take place. So you begin with the ask when the next exam would take place. I wanted to know what, whether, unless who she was married to. Yes, I'm asking about the bridegroom. I wanted to know who she was married to. The tour guide encouraged, suggested, warned, said the tourist not to. It's warning. So warned, not to go into the desert on their own. My friend said, again, direct. My friend said not to not. It needs O. To not, don't say to not. Don't apply for the same kind of job. It's direct. Don't apply. My husband suggested that, or suggested that I should, or I without should. I will study, I am going to study, I shall study, I study without should. Right. He recommended, again, suggested, recommended, insisted. I put it in order successively to remind you. Don't forget. suggested that, recommended that, or without that, we should, or without should, we should be, we were, oh, we be. It doesn't make sense, but this is the correct answer. This is English grammar. We don't make sense of our own. I insisted that you did, shouldn't do, not to do, not doing. So should appears again, should. We come to the end of our session today. I hope that we make good effort together. It's tiring, isn't it? But it's exciting. Wishing you all best of luck. Presented by Ahmed Al-Dasuqi, teacher of English for secondary stage, Alexandria Governorate, Mid-Zone Directorate, under supervision of the greatest woman, Mrs. Umayma Abdelmati, Inspector General of English Language, and my brother, Mr. Ahmed Fahmi, the supporter one, Mid-Zone Senior Supervisor. Thank you all, my dear students. We have come to the end of our curriculum. We have finished Unit 12, and we did our best as a group of presentation to help our dear students. And the material is easy, isn't it? See you later with revision, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.